Hi, do you know what is the amazing biomolecule present in all living organisms? Yes, that is DNA, and the second is RNA. Both of them are called as nucleic acid because these are acidic substances present inside the nucleus. DNA as well as RNA, they are made up of one very important and basic structure that is called as nucleotide. And in Sandeep Sir's Amazing Biology, we are going to discuss the structure of nucleotide. So nucleotides are the building blocks of nucleic acid. That means both the DNA as well as RNA are made up of nucleotides. These nucleotides are basically composed of three chemical components. The first one is the sugar, second is phosphate group, and third is nitrogen bases. We will start with the sugar. So, the sugar present in both DNA and RNA is different one. That means DNA carries deoxyribose type of sugar and RNA carries ribose type of sugar. That means DNA has one oxygen missing in the structure of its sugar, therefore considered as deoxyribose sugar. Now comes the phosphate group. Phosphate group is same in both DNA as well as RNA. That means PO4. It is derived from H3PO4. Sugar, it is the pentose sugar which is made up of 5 carbons. You can see here, it is the pentose sugar containing pentagonal structure carrying 5 carbons. It is the first one, second, third, fourth and fifth carbon. Phosphate group is attached at the fifth carbon of the sugar. It is same in case of DNA as well as RNA. And now comes the third and important structure, that is nitrogen bases. Nitrogen bases are basically again of two types. The first one is purines and second is pyrimidines. So, in case of DNA as well as RNA, purines are of two types. That means adenine and guanine. A for adenine and G for guanine. Both are dicyclic. And now pyrimidines. Pyrimidines are quite different in case of DNA and RNA. In case of DNA, two types of pyrimidines are there: cytosine and thymine. Cytosine C, thymine T. And in case of RNA, again two types of pyrimidines are there, that means cytosine and uracil. That means in case of RNA, thymine is replaced by uracil. Here you can see that nitrogen bases are attached at the first carbon of the sugar. Like this, sugar, nitrogen base and phosphate group collectively form a structure. It is called as nucleotide. Nucleotide again contains two different structures. That means sugar and nitrogen bases, they are collectively called as nucleoside. And when phosphate group get attached to this nucleoside, it will become nucleotide. That means sugar plus nitrogen base is nucleoside and nucleoside plus phosphate group is called as nucleotide. As nitrogen bases are of four types, there are four different kinds of nucleotides are present in case of DNA as well as RNA. So here are the types of nucleotides in DNA. That means deoxyribose, adenosine phosphate, deoxyribose guanosine phosphate, deoxyribose cytidine phosphate, and deoxyribose thymidine phosphate. So here purines, adenine and guanine becomes adenosine, guanosine, and pyrimidine, cytosine becomes cytidine, and thymine becomes thymidine. So like this. And in case of RNA, The nucleotides are ribose adenosine phosphate, ribose guanosine phosphate, ribose cytidine phosphate, and ribose thymidine phosphate. So like this, in case of DNA and RNA, four types of nucleotides are present. These nucleotides join together with the help of phosphodiester bond, and they will form a single strand of nucleic acid. In case of DNA, you can see in the diagram, it is made up of two strands. That means DNA is double stranded. Both are anti-parallel to each other and they are helically coiled. You can see it in structure of DNA. And in case of RNA, it is made up of single strand only. That means nucleotides get joined together to form a single strand, and from that single strand RNA is composed of. So like this, structure of nucleotide is there. As usual, these are some simple questions displaying on your screen. You have to answer these in the comment box. Thanks a lot.